Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Fun Day Monday, December 2024. Merry Christmas to everybody. Um, Here's what we got for you today. Based on a free market ideology, Bitcoin was invented in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, an unknown person. The use of Bitcoin as a currency began in 2009. So, Lisa, take it away.
Well, the quiz question for this month is which country became the first to fully legalize Bitcoin as legal tender in 2021? A, Japan, B, Switzerland, C, El Salvador, and D, Canada.
Yep, and C was it. El Salvador. It was
C what?
Yep, that was the one. So El Salvador in 2021 adopted it as legal tender, Bitcoin. To help you understand, what Bitcoin is exactly, here's the best definition that I could find about Bitcoin, because I actually needed to learn a little bit more about Bitcoin myself. And so Bitcoin is a type of digital money that only exists online. It's not controlled by any government or bank, but instead operates on a technology called blockchain, which is like a super secure digital record keeping system. People can send and receive Bitcoin directly to one another without needing a middleman like a bank. It's often called cryptocurrency because it's secured using advanced computer code cryptography.
Well, and because I'm really struggling with El Salvador.
Sorry. Okay.
Because El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender, this means businesses in the country have to accept it if customers want to pay with it. They don't have a choice. And here's why they did it. Number one, to help people without banks. Many Salvadorians don't have bank accounts, but most have smartphones.
Mhm.
Bitcom lets them send and receive money digitally without needing a bank. Makes sense?
Right.
The second one is remittance. A lot of Salvadorians live abroad and send money back home. Using Bitcoin is cheaper and faster than traditional methods like Western Union, which charges fees for transferring money.
Well, that makes sense. If it's less money, then no wonder they adopted it, right?
Yeah.
And here's two more reasons why. The third one is attract investment. By adopting Bitcoin, the government hoped to attract crypto investors, businesses, and tourism, boosting the country's economy. And number four, it reduces the dependence on US dollar. El Salvador already used the US dollar as its main currency, but Bitcoin gave them an alternative that wasn't tied to the US economy. All of that's interesting to me because I didn't necessarily know that they already used our US dollar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't either.
And so this kind of gives them, it helps them kind of break away from the US economy a little bit by having Bitcoin. So no wonder they adopted it first. That kind of makes sense.
Right. It,
Yeah,
it does make sense. And it makes sense that they wouldn't want to be dependent on our US dollar.
right, right.
But many Salvadorians are skeptical about Bitcoin, though.
Mm,
Surveys suggest that a majority of the population still prefers cash or the US dollar over Bitcoin.
mm.
Adoption among everyday users and small businesses have been slower than the government had hoped.
Any kind of a change like this, people get set in their ways. It's probably going to take a long time, but I think at some point, I think a lot of us are going to be using Bitcoin, including the US. I don't know when that's going to be, but it sure seems like it. And also, while Bitcoin may not replace traditional currencies soon, this move has sparked global conversation about the future of money, and other nations are closely watching El Salvador's progress. And so, yeah, we're going to be keeping an eye on them, and we're going to see if anybody else is going to adopt this too, right? So,
Yeah, it really does seem like a futuristic type of banking, especially when you got the words cryptocurrency and cryptography.
words we can barely say.
Right. But it kinda sounds a little futuristic, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And but it's kind of where we're headed, and I'm sure it'll be common talk 10 or 20 years from now or something like that.
Maybe our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren will be using it more than we do, though.
Probably so, and I kind of hope so.
Yeah, I do too. I'm happy with the old faithful at this point.
Exactly. It's taken me long enough to learn how to do bill pay and all the other things that are kind of normal now.
That's right.
Well, anyway, let's do the contest and let's see
Alright,
who our winner is today, so
alright.
we can award them with the gift of charity of choice or the gift of Amazon.com.
Okay, well, the winner today is Phil Thomas.
Bill
Congratulations.
Thomas, all right. He's kind of a techie guy. I think he's probably going to be really happy winning this. He's one of the first friends I've had that got an electric car, for example. So I think he'll fit right into this. And plus he's a world traveler. And so Phil Thomas, he loves to travel the world. He's I don't know, he probably already knows about Bitcoin. All right. Well, thank you everybody for playing. And again, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy New Year. I can't believe this is our last Fun Day Monday for the year.
The year.
Yeah, exactly. We were a little slow to get these results out, but we're glad that we're getting them out this week to you guys before Christmas. And have a wonderful Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, let me find my turn off switch here. Oh, here we go. Have a good day, everybody. See you later. Don't.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.